Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Dini Nur Rachmasari, student number 025, class effective reading A. Here, I want to tell you about my book report, and the title of this book is Alice's Adventure in Wonderland. Firstly, I'm sorry not use the original of this book because I can find this original book in Airangga library, and also I have not enough money to buy this original book. I'm sorry. Next, the author of this book is Carol Slitwich Dodson or Lewis Carroll. This book was published by Macmillan with the date of publish in 26 November 1865. With the number of this book 130. With the native language is English. The story of Alice's adventure in Wonderland begins when Alice felt bored while sitting at the corner of the pool, reading a book with her sister. Without realizing, she has been already in a magical world with all the strangeness. Starting from the moment Alice saw a white rabbit running, and she followed where the rabbit went, until finally she entered the rabbit hole and was trapped in it. Alice began to experience shocking events, and she also met many strange creatures in this wonderland, until she would be executed by the Queen of Earth because she had witnessed and denied the Queen orders. But before the execution took place, Alice woke up and found herself in the same place, which is at the corner of the pool, and realized that all the strange incidents she had experienced were only dreams. The main event of this book is when Alice attends a trial whereby the knave of her execution of stealing the queen's cake, and she was called to be a witness. The king and queen heard orders Alice to leave the courtroom, but Alice refused to go and just debate with the king and queen of Heart, until the queen insisted that Alice was the culprit responsible for stealing the cake, and the queen should cut her head. But Alice was not afraid. She just spoke loudly to the king and queen of Heart that they were only piles of cards. I like this book because this book it's full of fantasy like a child dreams, and a lot of motivational words that contain in this book which can provide enjoyment to our life. One of the motivational words that caught my attention was, never imagine yourself not to be otherwise than what it might appear to others, that what you are or might have been was not otherwise than what you had been would have appeared to them to be otherwise. In part 91. And I didn't like this book because in each chapter the story is always different with the story before, and this can create confusion for the readers. The moral value that we can get from this book is the attitudes of Alice would teach us to always be able to be kind, fair and wise to others, even though we have physical differences, belief or opinion. I recommend this book to all my friends because this book gives us more advantages, such as we can learn about how we can be wise to solve the problem that exists in our daily life. My comment about this book is, firstly, when I read this book, I was quite bored because a lot of preposition words, but increasingly under the course of the story, many words kept me motivated. So I also want to continue reading this novel with curiosity and imagination. This book is overall good and suitable for teenagers to read. Okay, I think that's all my book report about Alice's Adventure in Wonderland. Thank you for your attention and please forgive me if I have mistake. See you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.